Alright, we're back with a Brawl Nashi engine, Historic Brawl, as requested by BenJerome9108. This is another video. Basically, the deck is pretty straightforward. A lot of control, a lot of instant spells. We have a lot of ramp and stuff that tap for mana, so we can try and mix it with Paradox Engine. That was kind of the point of the deck. Hopefully, we ramp into the main win con of the deck, which is normally Emergent Ultimatum. 99% of the time you're going to play it, people just concede. Obviously, you go get something like an extra turn in Omniscience, or another good mix is like if you have one of the two in your hand, you go get like a Cruelty of Gix, and that makes you put stage 2, go get Emrakul, and just play Emrakul for 0 if you have Omniscience in play. So there's a couple of things that you can do with this deck. One of the games I played this week, I really had fun with Storm of Saruman, which started copying a bunch of spells. Obviously, all the best spells in the format are there. No. So let's see how it goes. So far this week, I have an over 80% win rate. Basically, the only losses I have are against decks that are full of counter spells and they just start and I get kind of mana screwed or stuff like that. Like most of my losses, which are not a lot, are either mana screws or really severe counter spell control with me having like 3 mulligans. So in general, this game pretty much wins, draw or play, doesn't really matter. So enchantments, this deck is pretty easy to deal with. The only thing you don't want to get is that prop from that commander, because he's going to draw a bunch of enchantments and you cannot lose control. Value-wise, it's very hard to overcome. So that's going to be our plan. Oh, this is the answer for that. So we should, we're going to put another island here in case we can use a mana drain. If not, we can also always Stifle or play Malcolm and start pumping Malcolm up. When you get 4 counters on Malcolm and you attack, you can discard a card and kind of play it for free, so it's really good. So hopefully we can go towards playing like Shark Typhoon or Liliana General for free. But we're really far on mana right now. We could always Stifle the fetch land, but we're pretty behind in mana right now. I think we might end up using mana drain and wasting the mana, not wasting, but using the mana that we counter to play Liliana and make them sacrifice creatures ASAP. Oops. Okay, if you say so, then oops it is. I'm pretty sure the person realized that he's pretty far, ahead of us in mana. But this deck doesn't matter much. We have 3 of his mana right now. We can always tap the black here, spend all the manas on this. Hopefully we get something good. Demonic Tutor is pretty good. So Demonic Tutor, we can get something really useful and deal with their board. I think in the long run, this deck is really hard to deal with. So let's go with that. Keep our 2 manas to make sure we can use mana drain if they play their commander. And sorry, we can either play Malcolm or just Stifle the commander's ability. Okay. Well, we're going to be pretty behind on mana, that's for sure. We should be fine though. This deck is not super aggressive. As long as we can ramp, because now we have 2 more manas with our artifact, that helps a lot. So it's pretty easy for us to just untap and wait and just play Nashi and Stifle, for example, next turn. So Caverns of Soul here. This pretty much rules out the mana drain. So let's just play this and see what we can get. Oh, mana, land is pretty good. So right now we have 6 manas. Nothing really good to go get here. We could always, I don't want to play Liliana and sacrifice a Malcolm, so let's see what we get with Malcolm. No, perfect. This is ultimate garbage, we don't need this. Way too slow for what we're facing here. So we have 6 manas right now, we can play just about anything we want. You could always try and just tap this and play the mana tutor. Let's go get something to do with their board. Mana drain or something that would really suck. We're pretty far from playing this. Ultimatum could be good. Right now we have maybe 3 green, 2 blue, 1 black. If we don't draw black, we can't play it, so that's not great. Time Mark, cool. Wait. Gix Command, this pretty good. Cruelty of Gix would be fun, but Gix Command is pretty good. It pretty much kills all their creatures. So we're gonna go with this. And now we can always play Nashi. If they play their commander, yeah, that would be good. If they play their commander, we're just gonna let them play it, and then Stifle D enter the battlefield, and just wipe the board after. Exactly. So this is good. All tap except for their creatures. We won't play our commander here, and just stifle this. And now we can, next turn, we can probably play Nashi and stifle again if they replay it. While all that time we're okay, doesn't matter. We could always just use our Shark Typhoon here. Their creature on the left is a 2/1, they're Kami, so we could block there with and draw a card with Shark Typhoon, take 2 less damage, and also draw a card. So we'll go with this. Not a super important card, but worst case, it's something that we can shuffle back with Monk. I would definitely keep the Celestis first, so here we should attack here. Hopefully we draw something good. What we don't want is for their creatures to start attacking with too much damage. So here, let's get rid of this. Let's put the land. We have 7 mana, so we can play this. And enough for Nashi. Or this. Let's get rid of all the creatures at 2 or less. And also their. So right now they don't have enough mana to play their commander again, so that's good. So for us, it's going to give us a time to play Nashi again, go with Stifle, and start the loop. Well, not a loop, but just do it again. Let's see what we draw. Oh, Paradox Engine. I'm probably going to just keep Liliana anyways. This is good though. Especially with Nashi, we can always go get it back later. But here they're all untapped. I don't want to run into like a Sublime Epiphany or something like that and just be countered, and I just don't want to make sure we're out of mana and they have their commander on the table. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. If they play their commander, perfect. So we're not going to counterspell it, obviously. What we can do is wait for it to come into play, like this, go with Stifle again, counter its ability, Go. Let's stifle. And it's just a 4/5. Now it's time. Now that we have Nashi, let's play this. I think we have enough mana. So play this. Take an extra turn. Now we have two attacks on them. That's pretty good. 9. Bring that to 5. Let's see what we draw. We don't need this. I'm gonna keep the general in case they put some creatures. Oh, this is even better. Now this we're gonna put. Yeah, I think with Binding of the Gods we can just attack here and then kill their commander. And after that, it's pretty much over. But yeah, their saga is pretty. Their enchantment is pretty dangerous. It's gonna bump creatures pretty powerfully, but if they don't have any on the board, we don't really care. As mentioned, we have Celestis that helps us draw. We can draw with the general. They're not gonna win this race in the long run. Probably gonna play their commander again. Sunfall. Well, this gives us a chance to play our commander again. So we know how this song goes. We'll get a land. This will be a surveil one. We do not need this. We have enough mana. Another land. So we drew a land with Celestis. Now we just drew another land there. So we don't have any mana problems right now. So the goal: play Nashi again against their commander. Go get Stifle and we don't need this either. We need another mana to. Okay. Good. Your mana is tapped. So bring up their commander. And let's see what they do. So this one's going to be a lot more powerful now, flying, double strike, and everything. We could always stifle that. But honestly, we have 22, they're at 5. So there's not much they can do. It's not lifelink. So they're going to attack us. We're just going to take it. We can easily just kill it again with a bunch of spells. Yep. Ooh. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. Do not need this. Well, might be the time to play the general right now. Oh, this is good. How much mana do we have? 11. We have enough to play both. Oh, this is even better. So we're just gonna play this. Make them sacrifice their token and then play Cruelty Kicks.
If I were you,
I don't think they run that many destroy enchantments, so we're just gonna play it on the first step, see what they have in their hand. And once we untap, if we can untap with it, we're just gonna go get the Emergent Ultimatum. It's pretty much game over. If they don't kill us here, I really doubt they have a chance. Perfect. Commander. Go draw your cards. We don't have any mana to play anything anymore, so regardless of what they draw, they can't play it. So this game is pretty much over. There it is. Here we go. So this game is over. Normally you just concede. Exactly. Alright. What's next? I've been running into a lot of interesting commanders lately. Not only like the top 3, 4, third grid. This is always a fun match. This is one of the commanders I actually play in real. So this hand is pretty bad. A lot of manas. Homicides is not helping. I don't think the extension is going to be really useful either. Normally when they put, it's going to be like those small creatures that come into play, and we sacrifice creatures anyways. Halfling is never going to survive. So let's see. This is a lot better. Only 2 lands. No ramp for early, but this is pretty good though. It's probably going to die, but we'll see. But if they do play, they did not play anything, so this is the time. They're just going to fetch for like a breeding pool or something, so make sure we can have a green untapped. Take the life and try to put the mystic. I really doubt it's going to survive, but yeah, exactly. As long as we have manas untapped, to use Tails and on their commander, or probably the Lantern, they're just going to play out the artifact side. Ooh, this is not good. Hopefully they don't play it here. Oh. We can deal with it with the Children's Edict, so we should be fine. I don't think that was a great play on their part, but let's put the, you can always put the Signet, but we need to destroy that Planeswalker. Yeah, if I put the Signet, they're just going to transform it into a treasure token, which would super suck. So hopefully we play this and draw land. We really need to draw land. And hopefully they don't draw one and put the tier grade. But they did. So the Lantern. Wow. They did not play the Lantern. That was a huge mistake. That could change the whole game. I have no idea why they did not play it. Unless they have a bunch of stuff in their hand, like make sacrifice, but I don't see the point. They did not play anything. They would have had 2 ticks with the Lantern already. That's six lives. So let's just use this and ramp, not the key to the archive, because I want to keep my manas to counterspell their commander. So loot and a couple green, so this is just use black. So we're fine right now with our spell. Tails end. So I can't believe they did not put their commander though. Okay. Imagine this has pretty much the same effect as a Lantern. I would have been eating 6 damage per turn easily. Okay. We don't care. I'm just gonna take the lose. We're at 22. We can take this for a while. Hopefully we get something to do with it quickly though. So we're gonna try and dig to see what we get.
Think fast.
Maybe we're gonna get lucky with Key to the Archive though, to deal with that enchantment. Because that enchantment is a problem, that's for sure. So sacrifice a creature or planeswalker, okay. They're not playing with Lantern. What's up with that? That's a huge mistake. This should have been the 3rd turn. I'd be almost dead. They're not gonna play Lantern now. Yeah, no, I think it's starting. Hopefully, yeah, get something to help. Oh, how much of the, it's in there? This is artifact and creature, so they're having an enchantment. Is it more than 4? It's 4. Perfect. There it is. Well, we got pretty lucky, so we can get rid of the no, not the clock, the extinction event. We still have our mana for mana drain. They honestly, I think they had us. They just really blew the game. It would have been hard to deal with all that. You know, now I have a bunch of manas. I'm playing Nashi with a lot of manas, so it's pretty much game over. Can get rid of this. $13, we're still fine. That's gone, and put this on the ground, on the floor, and let's see what happens after. We still have enough mana to play Talisman and Mana Drain, so this, I don't see them putting anything on the table for a while, especially we haven't played Nashi yet. We can easily go back and get another Teferi if we need to, get a second Mana Drain. Are they going to play their commander now, after all that time? Okay. Wow. Part of me wants to use that mana and just crank up the midnight clock and just try to draw ACP. But just to make sure, let's go get another. Do we get another mana drain? We can always get another Teferi to have fun with that. I think we have Tail's End. Tail's End can't deal with their commander, so for now they're gonna kill the. Oh, this is interesting. They're gonna kill Nashi eventually, so we should tap the artifacts. Play the engine, and then when we play, okay, let's play this and untap everything. Finally, it's gonna be fun.
Nothing else. I
Now,
will
all we need is to draw. We need to draw cards. Teferi's fun, but we need to draw cards. So we need to pop that midnight clock ACP with the Paradox engine. We can start having some fun. So lands, I can play the commander. When it enters, draw a card. If your creature died this turn, otherwise just player sacrifices a creature. So we're gonna sacrifice Nashi. We can always the Beanstalk would be fun, but we can always get rid of it, keep the Tails in, and counter their ability. We're not ready to sacrifice Nashi right now. I'm sure they have something else to kill. There you go. Burn these cards. Everything. We're gonna try and pump. We can always play Nashi again. It's always fun. Should tap our artifacts first though, but end of turn, let's tap these artifacts. Let's play Nashi. So what are we getting? Are we getting up the Beanstalk? Try to draw a little bit. Like that. Another Teferi could be funny, but let's just maybe to draw. Mana Drain's always the best one. It's still the best card in the format. So let's use our manas here, try to pump the clock. Hopefully we get to a point where we can ultimately at 12. That's what's... It's always funny to see somebody give you the ZZZ, but that person is playing Turgid. You don't need this. Let's just keep the land and use it to discard with the Teferi. Hopefully they get to play their commander, and we can manage it again. She'll just Edict Planeswalker. Nope. They don't want us to have that Teferi, that's for sure. It's all good. Oh, this is not bad. We're gonna keep this one. Shark Typhoon is a game changer, that's for sure. Are you gonna kill my Nashi too? Well, look at that. Maybe we should manage this too. Help us with our Shark Typhoon. There you go. Wonder how long they're gonna keep doing this. Not long. So, what's next? So the deck is super fun. This is by far my favorite type of deck. A lot of resources, a lot of draw, a lot of control. Great commander. So, and these are my colors, you know. I have Sultai, pretty much my favorite color. So, this is a life gain deck. This is a pretty good hand. Cut down is going to help a lot. We have some lands. We can draw with Beanstalk. We can draw with Shark Typhoon. In the long run, we have Omniscience. It's a pretty decent card. Our manas are not great for the 3 steps ahead, but I think we're fine for the rest. So hopefully we draw. So here we're gonna drop it. This is good. Another land. Let's just put. We have a lot of blue, so we're gonna need blue for sure, and green. So let's put green. Play the Beanstalk, draw, and we'll see. Pretty good. So now we have 2 spells to kill the creatures. Okay, this is a pain, but we'll deal with it. Let's put a land here. Probably get a blue and black or blue and green. Let's create life here. We should keep the black for cut down and just kill it with cut down. Yep. I don't want to take a chance. Sometimes Arena messes with me. With tap like my only black land, it won't pretty much messing up my whole turn, but so I'll do it manually. If they play their commander, we can kill it on the spot, which is pretty much what we want. This is gonna get to give them life, but by itself it doesn't really matter. Thoughtseize. Let's just make sure that we can kill their creature. Wonder what they get. Then I have Nashi, so either the Typhoon, because I can draw quickly, or be 3 steps ahead, yeah. Because if they would have put Omniscience, it doesn't really matter between now and when the time I can cast it, unless I have something to remove the grave. Otherwise, it's pretty much sure I can get it pretty much any time I want. So here, 2 manas left. I think there's a good chance if I have nothing to kill with my well, we do have something to kill, so never mind.
This isn't
Oops.
even the good silverware.
I love it when they say oops. We have no idea how much of a nuke that's gonna be. So you can gain life, but with nothing in return. This is good. This is good. So sadly we do. Am I playing the elf here? The visionary. Hopefully we get a land. It's kind of a big gamble. But we need to ramp. We need lands. There you go. That's perfect. This is perfect. So you ain't gonna do nothing with that commander for a while, buddy. Oops, it is. Good. Let's go make sure we have our land.
I tire of it.
Make sure they don't have any procs. I don't want that to turn into a planeswalker. So back to your hands. Oops. Great henge. We have 6 mana, so I can always go back at any time to get it. That commander's not going anywhere, so that's good. We should probably just stay like this. So the next step is pretty much to let them play their commander again. And then wait for them to try and proc it, and once it does, just send them in their hands. Oh, so we're getting the rope. Oh, this is good. What a loser. There's nothing I hate more than people like this that just rope because they're salty. Normally though, it's not these colors, it's normally like a Boros or mono red. People that attack you and they're like, I'm gonna kill you in 4 turns, and then they have no board and they rope and they're salty. I can do this all day. The more the time passes, the more I'm gonna dominate this, but this game is over. There's just gonna be a pussy and just, I don't know why the people do that though. What am I going to do? I'm dominating the match. I'm in a very good position. What do you want me to do? Concede because you're making me wait 5 minutes? You just look like an idiot, so. Well, I guess they did not appreciate the commander going back to their hand. It's going to be fun. Let's go get the wrist again. There it is. Go home. So these were pretty easy matches, pretty good. We were not that much in trouble, but we had a couple good matches with good commanders, and that's fun. Apart from that, we got a chance to play with Paradox Engine a little bit, but not a lot. Obviously, Ultimatum, they just conceded. We did not get a chance to play Emrakul or Science in this game, nor Storm of Saruman, but still, we won the game pretty much by making them concede all the time, so it's always fun. So, that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hit me up if there's other commanders you want to see that you'd like to see me play, and I'll try to make a video out of it.